I think it done goofed up. If you're wondering why I'm a little tilted up right now, it's not because I just installed hydraulics on the Miata. It's because the car is on jack stands right now because I done goofed it up. So yesterday I go to take out the car and it's kind of raining like it is now, and I figure like new tires, I should see how they feel in the rain, right? So I do what I normally do. I push the fun button, I drop the clutch in first, and as I'm pulling away, I hear this pretty awful noise, right? So in my head, I just start racing as to what it could be. Did I just blow a transmission? Did I just blow my engine? I don't really know what's going on at that point. So after that, I pulled around to where I, dropped the clutch with the fun button on, just to see if anything was on the ground, right? And I didn't see anything. So I'm like, all right, let me just go ahead and limp it home. And, I just put it into every gear just to make sure, make sure my transmission didn't, say bye-bye. And then this happened. Thankfully, though, it does go into each gear just fine. But in second gear, the shifter gets a little too excited to see me. But after deliberating for a little bit, wondering what the hell went wrong, the lovely people on the r/Miata subreddit came to the rescue, and all signs were pointing towards my engine mounts. So now you know why the car is in the air and why the wheel is missing, and basically why I say I done goofed it up. But let me just go ahead and get out and show you. So actually, after getting inside the engine bay and looking around, if you look on this side, you see right there, the bolt is missing for the driver's side engine mount, and it's not focusing, but yeah, you see that rubber bushing, I think is ripped right there. So we got some work to do. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the fender liner, and just to get everything out the way so I can actually see if my engine mount is f***ed or not. Alright, so upon further inspection, the engine mount doesn't really seem to be like cracked or anything. Literally, it's just like that top nut, the top nut and the top, like the stud on the top is just like not there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lightly jack the car up from the oil pan, lightly jack the car from the oil pan and undo these two bolts, and then there's another one on the other side. Let's try and get this removed, because I'm not trying to be out in this rain all day. That took longer than I thought it was going to. But after closer inspection, there's supposed to be like a stud like coming out of there, like kind of like this, and then there's like a nut that's supposed to go on top of that. But as you can see, it kind of just ejecto-cedo from the chat, That sounds crazy, I'm not gonna. But yeah, it just said goodbye. So and yeah, this rubber bushing is definitely kind of on its last leg. She definitely said her goodbyes when I had fun with the fun button. But yeah, well, I guess I have to get a new engine mount now. Upon closer inspection, I don't think an engine mount is supposed to do that. I don't think the bushing inside the engine mount is supposed to be divorced like that. So yeah, this that's not good. Like, bro, what warranted? Well, I know what warranted this to happen, but like. All right, anyway, yeah, let's cut to when we get the new engine mount, all right? If it's one thing I've noticed in the 10 days I haven't been able to drive my car, it's that I really, really like this car. Like, I miss driving it, because the one time I had to go somewhere to get something, I had to use my sister's car, and it's like, I realized to myself, no wonder why people think driving is a chore, because regular cars are boring. life is far too short to drive a boring car. So getting back to my not so boring car, let's get this engine mount installed. I'm very excited. You mind if I tell you something? You know, it's not exactly my goal to become like the best YouTuber of all time or anything. I just want to make cool stuff, you know, and I find myself often watching other YouTubers' videos, kind of nitpicking and finding what I would do differently with, you know, the videos that they made. And I don't know, it's just I'm very critical of myself, and I'm very critical of what I put out, because I'll never put out a video that I'm not proud of. And yeah, I just say that to say, my goal isn't to be the best YouTuber, to be the most successful YouTuber. I just want to make cool stuff, and I see myself like, again, looking at other people's YouTube videos, and I'm like, I want to make better videos than you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to make cool stuff. That's really my entire point of existing, is just to make cool stuff. You know, I'm very thankful that this engine mount, or the other one, broke in the way that it did, because like all this is like cast steel. I don't really know what this is made out of, but you know, this is cast out of something, and it could have just, you know, I see a lot of other people's engine mounts like literally cracked the casting. So I'm just glad that, you know, that happened the way it did. And the other like piece of the engine mount, sometimes that breaks too, and thankfully mine didn't do that. So yeah. All right, I seem to be having some trouble torquing down these bolts, and I'm not gonna make you sit through all that, so I'm just gonna do a little cool transition so we can get to the test drive that I've been wanting to do for 10 days. All right. That's what I'm talking about. All right, now that the car is on the ground, there's really only one thing left to do: drive the car. And I do want to show you what it sounds like when it's starting cold, because I don't think I've ever shown you a cold start. So yeah, I'm gonna wash my hands first, and then I'll show you. Gosh. Yeah. I guess that happens. Alright, I don't think you understand how bad I'm trying to contain my excitement, because I've missed this. Alright? But just to ensure the good work that we did actually worked, let's do a little test. This is a test drive. I did say this was a test drive, so let's just make sure that what we did before doesn't happen again. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about, boys and girls. Let me just go ahead and that's what I'm talking about. Alright. Very nice. Very, very nice. Well. That was definitely an interesting experience, you know. I've never had anything break on this car before, so yeah, that was definitely a new experience for me to have. But I'm definitely just glad that I'm back in this car. And the time away that I wasn't driving the car, it goes to show you how much these hunks of metal on four wheels really mean to us. So, and I'm sure those that have, you know, project cars of their own, you can definitely understand that same sort of sentiment. But yeah, as far as the next videos you'll see from me, you can either choose between a video I made comparing the Miata to the 8.6, the 8.6 chassis, so the new BRZ, new 8.6, the old BRZ, old FRS, just comparing this Miata between that. Or you can choose between a POV video where I'm driving rather spiritedly. So I'll leave a poll up in the community section on my channel, so you can just choose between which video you want to see next from me. But with that being said, I'm very happy to be back. Stop playing with me. I'm so happy to be back. You don't understand. You do understand, but you don't. Yeah, I'm happy to be back. I thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.